welcome back to Tack It On. Okay, so I'm alone this week, and for starters, it's a little weird, but that's okay. But for my little solo adventure with you guys, we're gonna be making something because Drew is always complimenting me on the stuff I cook. But truthfully, I don't really think it's that crazy. And a lot of the times, no tea, I follow a recipe. So I feel like I don't really even do it. It's done for, I'm doing it, but it's not really done for me. Or it is done for me, I'm just following along. But regardless, today we're gonna be cooking, or baking actually. We're gonna be baking pumpkin pie chocolate chip cookies. Because it's autumn and we're getting in the mood of fall. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be making, and we will catch up as we cook and talk about life and whatnot and what have you. But anyways, so to get started, oh, and also, no tea, you guys should, oh, sorry for the echo. Also, I don't have a mic this time around. I can't wait to get back in the stew and have an actual mic and shit. But for this week, we're just gonna be going with the flow. But yeah, so sorry for the echo. And yeah, let's get started. So there's a lot of things, right? But first we're gonna start by, and this I remember from my mom used to do this shit. But, oh, and a lot of cooking, baking situation shit also is just kind of remembering what your parents did and following along. Maybe I only know that, or not only, but I don't know, being the oldest, you kind of just learn to help out in the kitchen and kind of follow along. And you remember a lot of it because I was a latchkey child, or latchkey kid. So a lot of the times I would have to, if you don't know what a latchkey kid is, it's essentially a kid that gets home before their parents does and has to start dinner. And then my parents would get home later and dinner would be done because I would make it. Not all the time, but some of the times. But anyways, so we're gonna start out by, again, back to stuff my mom, I remember from my mom, was pumpkin pie mix. When you bake it, it is really liquidy. So you have to put it on a plate and then you have to pat it down, or else when you bake it, it actually won't bake properly. Pumpkin lets out a lot of juice. So we're gonna start out by doing that. I also hope this isn't boring. But anyways, okay. So I have all my utensils right here, and we will also be catching up and talking because I miss you. But give me 1 second. So I'm gonna be going back and forth from here to the dishwasher because I just cleaned dishes. But we're gonna start out by doing a 1/2 cup of pumpkin pie mix. I kind of feel like Claire Shokowitz, whatever, that Bon Appetit bitch. Love her. Okay, so 1/2 cup. It's kind of really full. Just gonna put it on a plate. I know it's kind of gross. Oh, I wish I had multiple cameras as well, because then I could have one right here, one right here. But in Tack It On, we're not that profesh. Okay, so then you're gonna take a paper towel essentially, and you're just gonna pat it down. And again, the point of this is to literally just soak up as much oil as you can, or not oil, but juice. And you'll see not a lot of the pumpkin actually sticks to the paper towel because it's literally just all water. And I actually feel like I kind of need some more. So give me 1 sec. But yeah, you guys, I haven't seen Drew all week. No tea. So this feels kind of weird because I'm recording something that has to do with the both of us, but I haven't seen the little bitch in years, it seems like. literally 1 week. Literally 3 days. No, what's today? It's Sunday. I saw him on Wednesday. That's like fucking a month ago. I'm bored as fuck. But also, I've just been like a bit lonely in my vibe. Not to be a Debbie Downer. Okay, I'm also noticing something about myself is that I am like a lot more, I think, emotional than like some of my friends are. I mean, all of my friends are like really connected with their emotions, but like, I don't know, I was just talking to my friend recently and he was like, it was like more so like, not that he was worried about me, but he was just like, so are you okay? And I was just like, damn. I mean, but I don't know, I'm just very connected with my emotions. Again, I'm a Cancer Venus, so I'm just, I don't know, I'm very, I don't know. Sad boy, but whatever. Okay, so this is dry. It looks like shit, but it's dry, so that's good. I used way too many paper towels, but I bought them today, so it's whatever. Okay, and again, I'm gonna kind of follow along this recipe because I really don't want to steer us in the wrong direction here. But next, we are going to do 1 cup of flour. I really like this one. I think it's just low-key like the cheapest, but I really have never had a problem with it. It's called Hackers. But we're gonna do 1 cup flour. I also do not have proper mixing bowls, so I'm gonna be using this like giant bowl of my roommate's. It's part of something, but I can't remember the name right now. But anyways, so 1 cup of that, and then 3/4. And guys, I actually like low-key always fuck up a 1/3, 3/4. Is it literally just 3/1/4? I always fuck this up. I think it is. Should I Google it? Oh, yes, it is. Here. Okay, see? I told you. Okay. Also, like, part of, like, this is why I'm a lot better at cooking. A lot of baking is math, and, like, I'm not good at math. We've talked about this before on this podcast, that I don't even know my multiplication tables. It's really fucking bad. But I went to school in Arizona, for those of you that don't know, and Arizona has the worst public school system. So here I am. I'm a little bit more like street smart than anything. But anyways, so baking soda, baking powder. My baking soda has seen really better days, but I will pour some of this out a lot of the times and put it in like a separate bowl and clean my shoes with it. Like, it's kind of the vibe. Okay, so that was baking soda. Where's my baking powder? Right here. Oh my gosh, I feel like Sydney Carlson in this bitch. Or like that bitch Claire. I really like her. But anyways, she just made Uncrustables and it was a vibe. But anyways, so there we have that. And then next, we're gonna do 3/4 cups, now that I know what that fucking is, of butter. And what I love about butter is that it actually says what it is, or like how much it is. But this may not be soft enough, so we're gonna actually microwave it a little bit. It should be room temperature, but whatever. Okay, wait. I kind of feel as though this is a lot of cookies that we're about to be making. Like, kind of a lot, no? Okay, anyways. So, yeah. We're so back. I feel bad because I feel like we've kind of been neglecting this space a bit. And truthfully, like, or I said it in like a recent Instagram story, but like, I feel like this season is a bit harder than our last season, only because I have like a full-time job now. But not only that, I think that, and again, I'm only speaking for myself, I can't really speak for Drew because he loves the pod and he does so good at it, but I've been going through a lot since, I don't know, like March? No, like May, June, which we've kind of documented a ton of that. And I feel like now is like the first time in a really long time that I'm like starting to kind of like move on and like let go of shit and like I don't know, in a way become myself again. I was like looking through old photos actually the other day, literally last night. I always do that. Or I'll say the other day and it was like a year ago. But anyways, I was looking through old photos last night and I actually tweeted it, but don't follow me on Twitter. You guys know the rules. Just like who I was, I think like before my last relationship and like just before I got a job. A year ago, I was like working at a breakfast restaurant. You guys know, I like never thought I was gonna get a job. I never thought I was gonna get a boyfriend. Or not never, but it just wasn't a priority of mine at the moment, maybe. And I like literally just like wanted to date Omar Apollo, like actually. And I, like am now like kind of like waking up again and being like, oh shit, like who was I? Like what did I want outside of getting a job and getting a boyfriend? I don't know. But anyways, so I just put the butter and the brown sugar in here. And now it's telling me to add in the egg yolks and vanilla and then mix. So we're gonna do that. It's 2 egg yolks, no egg whites, which is a little weird. But yeah, so as I was saying, I feel like I've been, wait, let me grab. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. I also have not been on editing in a minute. I've been, just as a behind the scene, like secret, I've been on our socials, like that's my responsibility for Tack It On. Been doing not a good job. Anyways, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Where's the fucking vanilla? There she is. And I got imitation vanilla. I know, I don't want to talk about it, but it was just the cheapest and I don't know. It honestly doesn't make much of a difference. It's just, if we're really getting technical, I wish it was vanilla paste, but that's kind of crazy. Like, I'm not actually Sydney Carlson, you know? I also don't have a mixer. So, like, a lot of my cooking is very, like, that's why I get shocked when Drew or anybody is like, oh my gosh, this is so good, because I really just kind of work with what I have. Like, does it end up, like, being good and being the vibe? Well, yes, but, like, really I'm not a profesh. I don't know, but I also like grew up like this. Like I kind of grew up a little poor. So we just worked with what we had. We did have a blender. We had a mixer when I was growing up though, but. Oh, also, I've been sober for about like 3 weeks. I honestly started it because I went to Vegas. Oh, wait, we never talked about that because we never did an episode after Vegas. But I went to Vegas. It was so much fun. I like loved my like hometown friends, my hometown girlies, and we had a blast. But I like knew going into Vegas that I was kind of drinking a lot, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do this party, like it's gonna be fun, but then like I have to like take a minute off. And now it's one of those things where like you don't think you need something, and then when you do it, you're like, oh shit. Like, as you guys know, like when we first started this season, I told you, oh, we're putting the pumpkin into the liquid mixture. So we have two mixtures right now. We have the dry mixture, and then we have the wet mixture. And then we're gonna mix them together. But we're putting the pumpkin in, so it's gonna start to be so fall vibes. When we first started this season, I was telling you guys, like, I was kind of going through it emotionally. Again, I'm emotional. I was kind of like still getting over my past relationship. I was like drinking a lot, and then I went into summer and I was staying home. Like, I wasn't clubbing, but I was staying home, like here, and drinking. And it just like wasn't good for me. Regardless to say, I haven't been drinking, and it's like really changed my perspective. And I kind of am like sober curious now, in the sense that I'm like, oh my gosh, should I be sober forever? I don't know. Cause I as you guys know, in Tack, like, I love a glass of wine. But I don't know, when you're just like not doing good, I don't think it's necessarily like the best to keep going and going and going and kind of mask it, which anybody would tell you that with a brain, but it's easier said than done. So yeah, now that I am kind of clear-minded, I've been doing a lot of shit solo, like as I said, and like half of me is like, it's been kind of lonely, and it feels like I'm kind of a loser, but also at the same time, it's like really fun and very like, I don't know, rewarding, because I don't have to really rely on anybody to like do the things that I want to do. For example, my tack of the week, which kind of jumping ahead here, but it's okay, is that I went to the ballet this week, which is something that I always wanted to do with a boyfriend, or like a best friend, but mainly a boyfriend. I like wanted to like, I always had this like fantasy of like, of like going to like a really nice dinner with like my boyfriend, and like getting like martinis and like but oysters and or like spaghetti. I don't know, it's dumb. But now that I didn't, and I was also sober when I went, I was like, wow, I can like do things by myself and sober. So I don't know, I'm like really 26. I'm very, very, very 26. But anyways, so we're gonna put this on here, and we're gonna chop it up. I don't fuck with a normal chocolate chip. I'll just honestly be real. I think that regular chocolate chips, not to be pretentious, but I think that they are really, really, really sweet, and like you don't really know what goes into them. So that's just my tea. Let me grab a different knife. Bye. But yeah, so I don't know. I've been doing like a lot of reflecting and getting comfortable with being alone. Like over the weeks, we really have not talked in a really long time, you guys. I like downloaded Hinge to try to like get back out there, and Grindr. And I deleted both. Not my vibe. I don't know. Realistically, I feel like this was on my like little list of things to talk to you guys about. I think Hinge is a fucking scam. Okay? I think that it's truly all about money. And like, no tea, if they actually wanted you to fall in love on their app, they would give you the ability to access your standouts. It's like, they don't want you to, they want you to pay to. Or, cause like, one rose. And also, nobody wants to send a fucking rose. I'm sorry, but that shit's fucking humiliating. Like, nobody wants to send that shit. And so then when you do, and then you want to use another one, which is rare, because you don't even want to fucking send the first one, you have to pay. And I just think it's like fucking bullshit. I don't know. And they give you people that like, you're like, are you fucking serious? You know, not to be mean, but like, it's not even mean, it's just like, bitch, you have got to be joking. Like, you saw my photos. Like, one of them I was kind of giving editorial. Not actually, but lately I've been like, well, this was like earlier, in the time that we haven't talked. I've been like kind of comparing myself as I get older. I'm like getting to the point where like I feel like there's a lot of like, I don't know, being a gay man on this earth is so interesting because you get to this point where there's like, and I bet women feel like this too when you're single. Like, I don't know, you look at them like a 30-year-old gay man I can like look at and be like, oh my god, like, he's like wearing like Aesop and like carrying like such a gorgeous like little Bottega bag and like whatever. And I don't know, naturally you're just kind of like, oh, I like want to be them so bad. But then I'm always like, do I? Like, I don't know if I necessarily want to like live in Williamsburg and like wear Aesop. Like, it's just like, of course, I don't know, I just see them on the train and I'm like, oh, like they're so cute, like that's like dream vibe. But then I'm like, is it? Like, in a lot of ways, yes, but in a lot of ways, like, no. So yeah, I've just been like kind of comparing myself, but not necessarily. Maybe, I guess the right terminology would be figuring out what I want versus like, because I'm always like, is that what they wanted? Like, is this all that they wanted? Like, to live in Williamsburg and like wear Aesop and like sun tall? You know what I mean? I don't know. Because I'm like, damn, I'm still like wearing glassy. I don't know. All I wanted to be when I was growing up was like cool and sweet and like smiley and like, honestly, I wanted to be Devin Carlson. Okay, my phone died, but we're so back. I think what I was doing before, it literally cut off as I was talking, and I gave you guys a whole speech on how to parent yourself. But anyways, I cut up the chocolate bar, and then I put it in the cookie dough. So now we are working to use this 1/8 scoop, and again, it would be a lot easier if I just had an ice cream scoop like a normal person, but we don't. So I'm gonna put this on this parchment paper. I already preheated the oven at like 380-ish, so that, or 350-ish, so that's good. But I will kind of jump back into what I was saying because it was honestly kind of tea. When you're younger, like you have these ideas of like who you want to be and like what you want to be, and like you look at a certain person, you're like, oh, I kind of want to be like them, but then you kind of realize that like you can't, like you have to like just kind of be yourself, and like, which is like every single parent will tell you that. That worked so tea, by the way. Also, I think it says just to roll into balls. My hands are washed, but wait, this is cute. Within that, I have also been like kind of taking accountability for myself in a lot of ways, and like you're 25, your frontal lobe like really develops, and you're like, oh, like this is who I am, like it'll kind of never change, like. But I think when you're 26, you start to kind of take responsibility for yourself. This, I can only speak for myself, obviously, but lately I've been like kind of taking accountability for who I am, and like saying sorry to people that I never said sorry to in the past. And like recently I even apologized to like my brother over some stuff that I was just like, hey, I recognize that I do that, and I'm so sorry if that hurts you. And not in a way that's like passive aggressive, it's just literally, in a way, it is like you kind of start to begin to learn how to parent yourself. And it's the only example that I can give that I gave before my phone died. It's kind of like when you like are at, like on the playground as a little kid and you like push somebody. I never did that, but like push Cindy Lou Who down, and your mom like comes up to you and she's like, hey, you need to go and you need to apologize. You go say sorry. You kind of start to do that as you get older. Even recently, I like reached out to a friend and was just like, hey, I'm sorry that I did this and this and this when we were friends, and I love you, and there's no bad blood. And like, it's even without wanting a response, like you kind of just like do it to kind of make peace with yourself, kind of being like, hey, I'm so sorry that like I do that, and like that was never my intention, and you just try to get better at it, essentially, by just taking accountability for the shit that you do. Late 20s is so weird, because again, like I was saying, like, in my early 20s, all I wanted to be was like this like larger than life, not like influencer in a way. And like now that I'm getting older, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want that at all. Actually, I want everything that I wanted when I was like 16, actually. Which my goals and dreams were so feasible, and I didn't think so. But now that it's actually happening, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's very sweet. I'm just rolling these into balls so fucking ghetto-ly. And yeah, and then I already can tell, I think I may need 2 cookie sheets. Again, I really just wish I had an ice cream scoop. It's essentially what I'm kind of doing here. What else was on my list that I talked to you guys? Oh, I'm kind of loving this now. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, my laptop literally died, period. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't know my mom's location, told you. 12 cookies. And so let's get those in the oven. I think it said that they're gonna be 12 minutes. And then in that 12 minutes, we will roll the other balls that are gonna go in there. And also, I have some, oh shit. I have some clothes that I wanna show you guys. A little clothing haul. I was gonna take you guys thrifting with me, but I honestly like got a little bit embarrassed when I was at the thrift store. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just give them a haul. So we're gonna do a haul while we bake the cookies. Okay, so the kitchen is a fucking mess. I know there's shit I'm missing, but there's a lot here to show. So, for starters, so I have it all over here, so I'm just gonna do a little show and tell. For starters, I got these overalls. They're very sweet. I like the green, but it's kind of more summer vibes, even though I'm wearing them today. So today it was like raining in New York. I'm filming this on Sunday. It's going up tomorrow on Monday. But it was like literally raining, and then I chose to wear, I already got cookie dough in this period. I chose to wear overalls and a tank top. But so really cute. Anyways, I got this originally for Vegas, and then we actually, because we had like color themed days, but we ended up not doing the red day. But it's still really cute. It's this like Wrangler little shirt that I just cut the ends of, you know, the vibe. And it says, it's really cute. It has a little pin on it that I got for my job. It says, I'm in the air over you, which I just think is so cute. But anyways, and then I got this beautiness, perfect. My favorite color is maroon. And when I found this, I was like, shit. And I've been wanting a bag like this big. Oh shit. And it's really so cute, and I love it. So I'm gonna be wearing this honestly probably every day. I actually went grocery shopping for like the stuff here, and I put it all in this bag. They were like, would you like a bag? I was like, I have one. So that's a vibe. And then I got this little long sleeve. It's so cute. It's like just a Guinness vibe. And then on the back, this is my favorite part. I love like little details of shit. Tour Guinness tag. I don't know. It's so cute. I'm gonna be saying I don't know for a lot of stuff, because it's just like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you know. Oh my gosh, I felt like HRH right then. But it's really true. This next one, I'm actually having a lot of issue styling, and I actually don't think it's like for me. But it was cute in the moment, I think. It's essentially like this Adidas, really big, just like striped shirt. But because of the fact that we are exiting summer and going into winter, I don't know how to wear this. I also never wear like oversized shit. So I feel like Billie Eilish, kind of, in my vibe with it. but it's a really, I mean, it's like a cute basic. I'm figuring it out. And then I got, which I've already posted this on my Instagram story, but I got this just plain red Gildan pullover. These are like my favorite, and I actually had one and I gave it to a friend. And then I was kind of SOL and I didn't have one, so I got a new one. So yeah, love her. And then I guess, I don't know if this is actually as interesting as one would think it is, but I got this little, it's so cute. I can't pronounce the brand, but it's like a wool vintage little half zip vibe. It's really cute. I actually wore it last week with like slacks. It was a vibe. Good office vibe. Same thing with the red Gildan. I got a gray Gildan. Nothing crazy, but I do recommend getting them because they make any outfit just a vibe, and it's like a perfect basic. Next, I got this. I feel like these are gonna be so in this fall, but essentially, it's just a basic trench that's like super long on me. But I can't describe why. It's just like gonna be a vibe with like my loafers and like, I don't know, like Adidas pants or something. Really cute, really my vibe. This next one, okay. Have you guys ever like been in a vintage store and you're like, somebody else is trying something on and you're like, no, like I need that shit? That's what happened with this. I was like following this girl around, like hoping she was gonna put it down. And then she did, and I've never swooped up something faster in my life. And then it also fit me perfectly, and I was like, and then I like got it, and I like went into the changing room because I didn't want her to see that I like immediately grabbed it. But it's this like, again, brown trench, and it has like a little fur collar, little fur sleeves, and it goes all the way down, which I know you guys can't see. But I love when a trench like goes all the way down, almost like scrapes the ground a little bit. I think there's something really just like, I don't give a fuck vibe about it. Again, I can't, if you get it, you get it. Because I've also had people be like, why is it so long? And it's like, it's supposed to be long. Like, if it wasn't long, like, then it would be too short. And it's like, it's like not the vibe. So, yeah, I love this. 10 out of 10. Next, I got, again, the red, the gray, now the mustard. I got a mustard Gildan, which, okay, I have watched The Substance twice already. If you guys haven't seen it, I really, really, really recommend it. It's such a good movie. But I got this before I saw The Substance, and then when I saw The Substance, I was actually so happy that I got this because it reminds me, if you've seen it, it reminds me of her little trench that she wears throughout the entire thing. Just like the color, it's just basic, but there's this one scene where she's standing outside of a hospital and like she's the only person seen, and you can see her from so far away because she has like this color yellow on. And yeah, I love it. White people love when I wear this color. They're always like, oh my god, that color looks so good on you. I'm like, thank you. Speaking of that color, actually, I also got this little Steelers shirt. It has like a low neck. It's like really a vibe. I don't love the Steeler part, so I actually, when I was changing in the dressing room, I actually tried it on inside out, and I kind of like that more. And you can't really like, well, I guess you can a little bit. You can't really see the screen printing because it's black, and so I like the stitching, and I might wear it inside out because it also doesn't have a tag, so I might, besides this one, which I can easily get out, but I'm thinking of just doing that. I don't know. Either way, it's like a going out vibe. And then, oh shit, the cookies are done. Alexa, stop. And then I also got this little jacket. I have been loving shit like this. It's like, I'm really trying to like watch myself because I don't want anything like touching my shit. But it's like, it's It's not gonna look good right now, I don't think. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really describe it. It's just like the vibe. Wait, is this the vibe? Wait, because I tried on like 4 of these. Was this the one that I meant to get? Was this the one I meant to get? I think so. Oh, it was behind. Okay, yeah. Let me retry it on for you guys so you get the full vibe. It has to have this strap. That's why I was confused. It honestly adding nothing. But like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like, cool. Whatever. I got this blazer because I feel as though blazers are the vibe right now. But plain black, fitted, because I have a few oversized ones, but this one's just a little bit more fitted. It honestly could be even more fitted. I am going to a wedding in March for the bachelorette I just went to. So that fitted one will be really cute, but really, really big like slacks and then like more fitted blazer, kind of the vibe. Gonna be wearing that. And last and not least, I got these little shoes. And they're honestly kind of ugly. And when I got them, I was like, honestly, they kind of just look like Solomon's. Like, maybe I should just buy Solomon's. But the thing is I was like, I've never even worn a hiking shoe anyways, even if I did get Solomon's. So I was like, let me try them out. And if I like them, then I'll go ahead and rip off the Band-Aid and just get Solomon's. I don't love the way that they look on me, like a hiking shoe. But I'm still experimenting. I kind of like them, and I like that they're pink. I don't know. I always wear black, like black shoes, black bags, so I'm trying to add more color, i.e. the red bag, i.e. these shoes. Me touching the bottom's kind of gross. I don't know, the like yellow hoodie that I love is kind of adding more color to my vibe as well. But let me wash my hands really quickly because I did just touch the bottom of those shoes. Let's see how these look. Wait, I have a little light. I utilize it all the time. I feel like those aren't done. We'll give it a few more minutes. But in the meantime, I'll clean up and talk you guys more through my list. I think going back with the whole tack it on thing, I think that Drew, oh, I love him. Every single time I think of him, I'm like, oh! Which, I mean, that's a lot of my friends, but I just think Drew is just like one of the sweetest people ever. He really just like cares so much. And it's like, I don't know, I've realized a lot in this year, like what I wanted from like past friendships, past relationships is like just somebody that just like thinks of me. He just really cares. He just really, really cares. And it's not just for me, it's like for everybody in his life. I honestly I have a lot to learn from the kid. I don't even think that I do a good job of that, but he would be here and he'd be like, well, I disagree. But yeah, he's the sweetest ever. And he really shows up for people. And I learned a lot from him in this past year about just like what I want from friendships and relationships, and really, really believes in like action and love, and like it's very inspiring. What do I do with this? Like, should I save it? I just grabbed a Tupperware from the dishwasher to save it, but I'm like, when is the next time I'm gonna use pumpkin? And it was also like $1. Well, it was actually $3 because I got the organic one for you guys. But I'm like, I'll never use this. I hate throwing food away, and I hate documenting that on camera, but I'm literally never gonna use that. It's almost Halloween. I have no fucking idea what I wanna be. Actually, I'll run a few ideas past you guys just to like see what you think. Roommate recommended that I should be Kamala Harris. And like, while I think it's like so good and so funny, and like I could hold a coconut and like get a little brown wig and like it would be like haha, I was RuPaul last year with a bald cap, and like I just don't know if I like want to keep being funny. Like I'm like, ugh, can I just like be hot? I don't know like what I want to be. So if you guys have any ideas for me that you are not going to use, please slide into my DMs and honestly let me know, because I don't know what to be. Like I'm just not inspired this year. And I'm also like, that's like probably the weekend I'm gonna start drinking again. If I do decide to start drinking again, I think I'm going to. I don't know. Like this break was just like so needed. Like I never gave myself the opportunity to think of things from the past 7 months with a clear, sober head, which is sad. And I recognize that it's sad. But again, it's like easier said than done. I don't know. I'm not a perfect person. Trying to be. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna start again or not. Like, part of me is like, duh. But then part of me is like, why do I always think it's duh? You know? Again, that's why I say sober curious. Because I'm like, maybe I should just like start thinking clearly all the time. I don't know. Oh, fuck the cookies. Oh my god. So immediately, I'm gonna take them off because me burning the cookies is like the most javaughn thing ever. Hold on. So I'm just gonna immediately take them off because the longer that they stay on this little pan, the longer that they cook. And then also right away I can tell that they're a little cakey, which means that I didn't press the pumpkin down enough and that it was too liquidy because they're more cakey and less chewy vibe. But with that said, it's totally okay. They're just gonna be a little, again, cakey. Okay, next we're gonna put these little raw ones on. Ooh! It's still okay. Put them in. My kitchen is a fucking disaster right now. This is funny doing this alone also because I've had people in my life, in my personal life, and that don't know me, or like that just meet me, and I've had a few people tell me, even my ex-boyfriend said something like this, but I think before we were dating, I don't really remember, it was a while ago, but I've had people be like, I wonder how you are when you are alone. And truth be told, I feel like I'm very quiet. Like, I really don't have much to like, I don't know, when you're alone, you're just kind of like, you know what I mean? But also at the same time, it's interesting to me because right now I'm like, at least in my eyes, I'm not putting on like a show. Like, this is exactly just like how I am. But it's not much different than who I am. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, I've been told that a lot. So, this is how I am when I'm alone. Whoopsie. Okay. They're good. I forgot something though. But it's okay. Not the end of the world. I forgot normal cane sugar, but I put brown sugar. Wait, Matt, do you want to try these?
Yes. Are they delish?
Uh-huh. This was a delish time. And I'm glad that we had like a little audience member to test. But yeah. What's my attack of the week? My attack of the week is that I went to the ballet and I loved it. And it really wasn't as scary as people say that it is to do shit alone. Especially, maybe I was kind of the only one saying that in my head. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck, it's gonna be like so lonely, it's gonna be so sad, but like, I don't know. Doing shit alone has been like less scary than I thought. Negative tack is being accountable of myself, which sucks. and it's not fun, but you have to do it. There's a fucking fly in my house. To do it, and it sucks, and it's like really embarrassing, and like you kind of just have to be in the wrong and accept that. But my song of the week is End of the Road by Boys to Men. And I was in the club, sober as a bone, and I heard that song by Tate McRae, and I actually liked it for the first time. It's okay, I'm okay. I don't even want him in the first place, you can have him anyway. I like that. I don't know. It was like kind of cunty girl. It's not my song of the week though. I like that Boys to Men song. And then I watched The Bodyguard by Whitney Houston. I've seen that movie since I was 16. And Run to You by Whitney Houston. Listening to it nonstop. Last winter, I was going to the gym a lot, and I would tell myself when I was on the treadmill, this might seem a little crazy, girl, but like whatever. I'd be on the treadmill and I was like, how can I tell myself not to stop? Because like, I'm just gonna be like, stop, or like, slow down. I would like, think of everything that I could ever dream of right in front of me. Like my dream boyfriend, my dream husband, my dream kids, whatever. And I would be like, oh my gosh, what if this was like a road and you just had to run to them? Like it was like, how far would you run for love? And I would be like, I'm never gonna stop. Like I'm going to run and keep running until I like get them. Like until I can like hug them and embrace them. So I like last winter would be like, how far would you run for love? And I would like say that all the time. And then I actually captioned an Instagram photo, or not, Instagram dump last winter, how far would you run for love? And that Run to You by Whitney Houston is kind of essentially that, and I didn't even realize, and I've been listening to it a lot. So, yeah. That's my episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was really so much fun. This was honestly less weird than I expected. Now I have to edit it, which can be annoying as fuck. And I'm sorry that my phone died. But yeah. Happy fall. See you next week.